You feel it, don't you? The weight in this place, the ache in the air. These are not trophies, they are stories. You see, overcoming defeat is never clean. The world applauds the survivor, the victor, the one who clawed through hell and lived. But they do not speak of the hollowing. Victory shapes you, yes, but so does losing, and worse still, so does surviving it. So I ask you, what are you willing to give to win? And when you've won, will you still be you? I jest. I know you don't know the meaning of defeat. Not on a personal level, no. Only from the outside looking in. Many have fallen to you, but you do not fall, do you? You know the story up to this point. Students looking to win, but getting struck down as fast, never to rise the same.
Jack, your head is booming. You feel in your torso 2 points where you feel where the daggers came into contact with your skin. It's healed, but the memory itself proves painful. You wake up in the hospital bed. There is two in front of you, and to your right, there is Marianne. The one in front of you, you see Czar sitting up with his frail, tiny self, with his long snout and sharp teeth just on the edge of his bed, looking at his hands. I, I really killed her. I really killed her. And Triggs just visibly awake, but just eyes closed, just staring, like as if he was just pondering, looking into nowhere.
Yeah. I I kind of just like tapped myself where I was stabbed, and I'm just saying to myself like, "Damn, all because I called her short? I didn't have to do all that." And I look at Zar first, and just kind of like in a circular motion over to Marianne, and then I was kind of like say to all of them in general, like, "Man, we almost had him, right? You know, lots to learn out of this. I think we did great though." And I just look at Zar, and I'm like, snap. I'm like, "Good job, Zar."
He just holds his head as he looks off the side of the bed, not responding. And Triggs just eyes closed, looking up. Well, eyes closed, head back. No, we didn't do good. We lost. We came last and we started last. That means we progressed nowhere.
I mean,
Anybody knows what day it is?
What day it is?
uh,
How long we been out? My head is booming, and no one else is in this infirmary with us. I mean, it's us four and a bunch of empty beds.
hmm. Well, I mean, you want to just go find out? I don't think any of us are paralyzed, right?
Want to show your face after that defeat?
I mean, why not? What are they gonna do? Bully us? Come on. Come on. We're already the worst, it don't matter. All we could do is climb up from where we are.
I start to sit up, looking around. It's empty. I swing my legs over the bed. My head is throbbing. My hands in my put my head in my hands. All right, it couldn't have been more than a night. I mean, didn't they just make this announcement that people died?
You see, as you mentioned that, Zara almost like you see a visible shiver go down Zara's spine as he like cringes and like tries to like hide further into his hands. Triggs just still not caring to look anywhere. I suppose I maybe it is the day after, maybe it's only a couple hours, but I wonder who else lost. At least we can make some allies.
How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? I have the. Wait a second. Did she hit me? How did I get knocked out?
You
Uh,
tell me, I feel like I got clobbered.
Yes, how did they not fucking kill us? It seems like they were not holding back at all. I start to stand up, a little wobbly, I almost trip over. Take my hand on the bed to steady myself. And I look over to my teammates. How are you guys feeling? I mean, I know that this was probably the worst defeat that we could have had to start off the semester. But at least we're alive.
yes. I said I just roll myself off the bed, just making a thump, and I just shoot up. I'm just like, I feel great. Ready to do what else our teacher loves.
You see, as soon as you like ended it on the word alive, Zar looks up sorrowful. His eyes look almost sunken as he just stares, like his lip quivering. He doesn't even say anything to you.
I want to go over to him and I'm just gonna tap him on the shoulder and be like, you know, I'm sure more people will die. Sure, we'll get used to it. Right? And plus, uh, it also could have been one of us.
Exactly, Zar. I walk on over and I sit down next to him on the bed. I really thought that we were not gonna make it. If it wasn't for you, things might have turned out differently. Plus, it doesn't even seem like you're in trouble. Nobody came and apprehended you. You're here with all of us.
You hear from behind you guys. Triggs just speaks up. Zar, I know how you feel, but the best thing we can do is make the best of whatever we have left, and let's just try to find out where everybody is. Let's try to start talking more. Um, let's make ourselves known out here. Zar doesn't respond.
Zar, come on. Give him a little shake. Are you there?
He hops off the side of his bed. Let's go.
Start walking towards the exit of the door. Just a little bit ahead of Zar, looking back. I notice that, he's looking really down. And I feel very, very sad for him, knowing that what he did really saved us. But I continue looking forward and I walk outside.
Triggs also walks, holding one hand to the side of his head. You can tell that whatever headache that was caused by him getting bludgeoned to become unconscious, he still feels it, and he is like wobbly on his feet as he's just walking down the hall. Roll me a perception check. For 16, you're walking slightly ahead of the group, and you hear a bunch of talking, a bunch of gossip. You hear all the remaining students after the first assignment in the lunchroom, in the cafeteria, where maybe hours ago or a day ago you once remained inside right before the assignment. As soon as you start approaching it, you see Ezzy, the homeroom teacher, the tiefling. She walks, and sees all of you walking towards the cafeteria, and her eyes open a little as she sees Czar, and she just quickly says, "Oh yes, come, get lunch. I'm glad you guys are awake at this time. It has been a day. Today there's no scheduled assignments. I will allow you guys to relax after I understand there was some things that happened yesterday." As she walks over to Zara and she just says, you hear in like a light whisper, "Can I have a moment to talk with you?" As she motions for you guys to continue into the cafeteria.
I continue walking, looking back at Zar. I think maybe I should stay behind. I hesitate. I continue walking forward into the lunchroom, telling myself, he's okay. They're probably giving him some type of counseling, making sure that he's okay with what happened. I walk through.
You see Zar looking as if he's an ant confronted by a giant. He seems extremely afraid, almost to the point that he might start crying. And that is what you last see of him as the teacher approaches him and then brings him around the corner. As you, Jack, and Triggs turn into the lunchroom, and Triggs just automatically starts heading to the table that once, well, you guys met at a day ago.
I wanna just not even looking at the table. For me, I feel like I deserve a good old meal. So I'm just gonna go try to see if I could find just the juiciest like steak, burger, something to just reward myself for a good old effort.
You do that, Jack. I look down at the table, trying to spot an empty seat. I see one further down, just a few feet on my side. And I sit down, pour myself a cup of coffee, and look around next to me, noticing everybody deep in conversation.
Triggs has one hand on the, like, his elbows on the table, propping up his head as he is still massaging the side of his head. As you can see, it still bothers him. Maybe not the physical pain, but more of just the thought of him getting clobbered and going down almost instantly. It's toying with him. You can see the ideas constantly rumbling and just basically making it worse in his head, worse than the pain can ever be. As he's just sitting there looking around, he just pours himself water. He starts taking sips of it. You realize the table, there's a magical essence to it. As you sit down and the table slightly elongates to make an accommodation for you. It sits, as soon as you sit, it seems like it gets longer just in case somebody wants to sit next to you. And with that being said, Triggs is looking down. You do hear and feel the seat move slightly as somebody does sit next to you. And then you see somebody sit across from you, right next to Triggs. The face is half scarred, half extremely handsome, glowing almost. His hair is white, as it's combed over to one side and a little frizzy towards the side of his head. And next to you, you hear a familiar voice. So, how was the first assignment for you guys? I see that one of your roommates is missing. I hope everything's alright with him. Um, I didn't see you after the assignment yesterday, so is everything okay? And you turn, and it's Janine.
Oh, hi, Janine. It's probably not. This is not the best assignment for us. We definitely have a lot of room for improvement. That's probably more like it. Yeah, you know how it is. Like, this was a pretty tough on us. We're still recovering a bit. How about you?
She looks across the table and she sees her ally. Does she has this pause, and then once she starts going and starts to speak, she almost with each word is eyeing her comrade to make sure like she's not offending him. And she just speaks. She says, "Yeah, it did not go so well for us either. We ended on a loss. It was slightly one-sided. We got paired with the number one team, uh, the number one on our homeroom, and it was very one-sided. Even though they only have 3 people."
Some of these
Yeah,
people really seem to have been bred for fighting. Doesn't it seem like it?
yeah, it definitely does. I don't know what they got in here for, but they definitely can take a beating and dish one out as well. It was weird, and the incantations, the one with the curved back was saying it was weird. It shook me to my core once I was hearing the words leave that that person's lips, and then you see as she's just like getting lost in her thoughts a little. The guy across from in the table, he looks at you. I don't think I've got your name. My name is Tucklalem. You could call me Tuck for short.
I tuck, I reach over with my hand. My name's Marianne. Pleasure to meet you. You were on Janine's team as well?
Yeah. The way the 2 brutes rushed, there wasn't much I can do except take a weird beating. They seem to enjoy and relish in the idea of pummeling somebody. Even after I said I surrendered, I was not trying to go all the way down, but they did not care, and I guess the teacher did not either. That being said, where's the rest of your team? I believe you had 4 people, right? We had 4. I think the only people with 3 are the higher up groups. As he's looking around the table.
My team. Oh, over there. I'm pointing. That guy over there sitting down and shoveling his face with as much food as possible. That's Jack. Turning around. That guy over there who looks like his entire family died in the fire. That's Dar. And our 4th teammate, Triggs, I can't really see him anywhere. We were pretty shaken, I'm not gonna lie. Had kind of the same experience with our 2 gray twins back there. Seems like they really enjoyed just causing pain. And like, not gonna lie, like I'm also trained in some type of combat, but that's not the reason why I got into the school. Seems like having the first assignment as combat is just kind of throwing me off. I didn't expect to be thrown into this. I thought I was really going to be here for some type of study and enlightenment.
As you're talking to the 2 new people, we cut over to Jack eating, rewarding himself for the good effort that was done the day before. And Jack, you have this halfling sit right next to you. Has this hood above her head, and you can't really see the face or the hands. It's like this tiny little hooded figure, and you're shoveling your face with food, enjoying it, genuinely good food. As you hear the tiny person speak, as this girl is just, so, I, I assume you've lost too?
Huh? Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely did. If you're saying that, I'm assuming you did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel bad about it? It's like everyone's down in the slumps for losing, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No, it's just the people we went against.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
What about
they
them? Were
almost
they
did
like,
something. They almost did something. That I did not like. Um, I'm glad the teacher stepped in.
uh, what? What could they have done? I mean, it's just fighting, right? Like, what? What were they trying to do?
You see a slight like sliver of what's under the hood, and you see this porcelain white mask. It looks very creepy. It's literally as if this person like cut off the face of a doll and is wearing it. After our team submitted, they tried to look under my mask.
It's kind of messed up. But do you see them around? I feel like those are kind of, I don't know, it's fighting, but that's just kind of disrespectful.
She doesn't even like lift up her head. Her head is pointed towards the table while she's slowly taking bites. You every time she leans in to eat, you don't really see any movement. But whatever's on the spoon is gone every single time. As she just keeps her head down. No, I will get my revenge though.
No, good, because being opponents shouldn't constitute, disrespect. I think that's it's fair, and I'm happy to hear that for you. Um, I'm not too familiar with anyone's names because I kind of, as I like look at my food, I have my uh weird priorities, but let me catch your name. Just really get it in my head.
She looks up at you, and you see her eyes are like sunken behind this mask. It's deep. You see the darkness surrounding the eyes, as if her face is inches way below the mask, even though it seems like her face meets it almost perfectly. Roll a wisdom save.
Let's see if, okay. Uh, 18.
You feel a light pain as you see a creature beyond anything you could imagine. Tentacles, eyes, mouths, everywhere. You get a brief glimpse of it as she just breaks you out of that quick vision. Oh, um, my name's Doree. And yours?
Mm. Very nice to meet you. I'm Jack, Jack Sullen.
But like I met you before.
You know, uh, same here. Kind of odd. I don't know why, because I know I've definitely not really had the chance to be sociable before this school. That's I like point at the like void black like area around my eye and then my horn. I'm like, things like that. Not normal for humans.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone as well.
That's good.
Um, where's the rest of your team? My team's over there. And she points over towards the table that Marianne is sitting at. And someone that looked familiar, you saw him on orientation day. And then a Goliath, which fits the description of this Janine person that Marianne was speaking of. You see Marianne speaking to them, and somewhere quickly as you like glance towards them, you see that Triggs is like puffing out his chest a little, moving around, flexing a little as he is trying to, it seems like, compensate for the loss. And you don't see Czar.
Uh, yeah, of course, apparently, that lady over there with her team is actually one of my teammates. She's Marianne, um, buff guy who never seems to dry off his skin. That's Triggs. And I can't seem to find our little dragon buddy, but kind of scrawny looking dragon guy. He's Czar. Poor guy. But he isn't taking the situation well. Because we had a casualty in our matchup. So everyone's kind of out of it, you know? Personally, me, no. Because, the teacher did warn us. But, I mean, I wasn't the one who had to deal with it directly, so I can't say I'm one to speak on the feelings, you know?
Weird. Feelings. It seems like I remember you guys. Distant, but maybe I met you somewhere. As she just stands up and walks away. She doesn't say bye or anything. She just gets up and walks.
Mm. I kind of like start finishing up my food because I kind of knocked the appetite out of me a little bit because it just felt wrong. Something felt wrong with that vision, and I kind of just yell out to her as she walks away, like, "It was a pleasure to meet you," and I kind of quickly clean up and start uh making my way over to where Marianne is sitting. But as I do, I before like even kind of getting in range, I cast message on her, and I just kind of have the whisper to say, I need to talk to you whenever we get a more private setting. Maybe Triggs and Zara as well if they're up for it. Something's kind of bugging me.
As I'm hearing Jack send this message into my head, I jumped, knocking over the glass of water that I had in front of me. Take a second to understand that there are words playing in my head, and then I try to remember what he said. Okay, I'm looking around, scanning. I make eye contact with Jack. I get up, and I start walking toward the end of the hall, towards the door. As I pass, I see Triggs on the side, and I tap him on the shoulder.
Oh yeah? What happened? You hear somebody also call out from behind. Um, it was nice to meet you. As Tuck seems to be the one calling out after you. It seemed like you were mid conversation with him, and just this message threw you way off, and you just got up and left. Triggs just looks at you kind of weird as he's talking to two nice looking two elf females, as he's looks like he's like proud, like his brows are going in as he's like confused at why you're like interrupting him. Yeah, what happened?
Hey, sorry, we just have to go over something for our assignment. Would you mind just real quick, we just gotta talk.
He just stares at you blankly for a second, like And you can see he's just running through scenarios in his head. And he's like, "Fine, ladies, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere." As he just starts walking very fast next to you. What happened? You see as Zar is just like walking by the entrance, just shrugging along, head down. Triggs is just, come on, you can't be doing that. I thought we agreed we need to speak to others. We need to mingle.
No, I understand. I got it. Jack just sent me a message. He said that he needs to talk to us. What the fuck happened? He sent the message in my fucking head. I did not know that that was possible. But let's go. It seemed like it was urgent.
Fine. As you guys like start walking past Zar, Triggs just like basically puts a hand on Zar and starts like guiding him with his hand, kind of forcefully. Zar, come over here. He's like, okay. Zar just turns around and just starts walking with you guys.
Turn my head for Jack. I see the yes. Alright guys, let's step right outside. Hopefully nobody sees us.
Okay. So I know I would see them kind of catching each other and moving outside. I kind of pick up my pace to follow up with them shortly after, and I start just kind of quickly looking around real quick because a part of me is anxious about sounding weird or like crazy. But it's kind of quietly but loud enough for none of them to like have a struggle hearing me. I just first asked them, do you guys know like short girl halfling named Diri by any chance?
Yeah. I spoke to her actually before we all got ushered in. And we were in the courtyard earlier. Well, not earlier, gosh. Time really flew by. Before we got put into our homerooms and all of that, she was someone who actually, spotted me. Why?
What's this have to do with anything? I was talking to Yoselin and her twin sister. What do you care about this halfling or whatever? Come on, I need you to get to the point. I can't have them waiting.
Don't worry, you'll get your flexing in. So, all right. Basically, I was having a conversation with her, and just bear with me. It's gonna sound crazy. I started feeling a weird pain. It wasn't too bad, but I got a vision of only the gods know what it was. Tentacles, eyes, don't know what the hell what. And she was talking about how she felt like she had met me before, and even you guys when I pointed out who you all were. And listen, I have my my dreams and all that, but they always follow a specific theme. This vision coinciding with this weird feeling of deja vu with her, and I had a dream that followed the vision before and does not follow my usual themes. Does
What are you
any
talking
of
about?
that?
What themes? What's going on?
Okay.
Dog, I
What?
agree with Marianne. You're seeing things. Fine. Call yourself a
Okay.
psychic, a prophet. I don't care. Go talk to them. There's probably a couple in here. What that has to do with anything? Come on now.
What does it have to do with anything? I'm just saying. I just find it very, very suspicious that this is something that I'm experiencing when I've never experienced it. And I'm not taking it as just like a regular dream. And I sure as hell know I'm not crazy. So I'm trying to ask any of you, do you any of you have a feeling that you've either met each other, met me, or met her before? Or does
No.
the concept of a tentacle monster sound familiar?
What are you talking about? You called me over here. You have Marianne freaking out and pulling me away from Jocelyn and her twin sister. Do you not understand? Did you not see them? Twin
Listen,
sister, bro.
man, if
And
you
you
want to go
talking
talk
about
to them,
tentacle
go ahead,
monsters?
Triggs. If you want to go talk to them, go ahead. If you want to say, if you think it's crazy, man, I'm not keeping you prisoner, man.
I've never met any of you since what, yesterday? The day before? Orientation was the first time I met you guys. Come on now. As he looks he looks towards you, Marianne. Right?
Yeah, yeah. You're right. No, like I have no idea what he's talking about. Why don't you just go back? Like it's not that big of a deal now.
Zara looks around. Yeah, I don't think I've seen any of you before this. Um, um, yeah.
Right.
You guys
Just forget about it.
Jack, just hold up a second. Why don't the other guys can just you guys can just go back into the hall? I just have a quick question with Jack. I want to ask him more about how he put those words in my head. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll see each other
Fill
back at
me
the
in.
door.
Fill me in later. Thank you. Thank you. If you need me, please put those words in my head. Don't pull me away from the conversation. I am trying to increase my influence, let's say. I'm trying to mingle and make friends and allies for us. Yeah, speak to me in my noggin or whatever. As he just walks away quick and he's just like giving you guys like finger guns, honestly. He's just pointing at you guys. Okay? Meet back at the dorm?
Bye, bye.
Zara is just like, I'll leave you two to it. I'm just gonna go grab a quick bite. I know I should eat. I don't feel like it. And he just starts like waddling away, very slowly, looking at the ground the whole time.
I turn to Jack. So the others, what do you mean by you got a vision when you were talking to Janine?
It was. I don't know how to describe it. It was just we were talking, and you know, especially since this girl's a halfling, right? She's looking down at the table. Obviously, I can't see anything about her when she's hooded up and all this, but when she did look up to me and I actually got to really get a good look, just it was like so sudden, so fast that I just had like these weird visions of this, like the concept of this monster is unfathomable. Tentacles like seemed like just like straight horror. And it was it was intense enough to damn near strike a headache in me.
Alright,
And
well,
I don't know. I know it sounds stupid. I know.
it doesn't sound stupid. The issue is, I have been struggling a lot since stepping foot on these grounds at the school. And for the life of me, I don't understand what's going on. I'm having nightmares. And when Janine actually, for lack of a better word, she found me. She found me outside before we entered the school on our very first day. There was something about her that I also felt. It's almost as if, and I know this might sound stupid, but like a past life. Those feelings, and it's not pleasant.
Roll a perception check, Marianne. 15. You hear a voice in your head again. It sounds familiar. And with a 15, you understand it's Tuck. You also see, like, you look in the direction that it's coming from, and you see Tuck sitting down at the table still, roughly 100 feet away. As he's just speaking inside your head, and he gives a brief message. I hear there's a party. Hope you could come.
I'm not as startled
Okay.
anymore. Great, Jack, give me 1 second. I step away from Jack as if I'm on the phone with my other hand.
Do you start walking towards Tuck?
No, I'm walking just away from Jack, and I'm just trying to see if there's any more of the message.
As you see you walk away from Jack, you hear another message. Invite only. I suppose I would see how cool you are. Hope to see you there. As you see Tuck turn around and just continue a conversation with somebody else after he was just basically looking at you from a distance. With the 15, as you were walking away, you hear as Triggs walks he's decently far enough away from you, but you hear him go back to Jack, and he's like, "That's what I'm talking about, Jack. You're gonna be my wingman, right? I hear everybody's going to a party tonight. It's gonna be testing our stealth and how we could get in. I got some of this, baby." As you see him pull out a bottle of like what looks to be like ash, and he's like, "I don't know how you're gonna make it, but I'm going to help you with the information on how to get there. Hopefully, you can make it, and we can wingman. I'm just saying, if we could be on the popular side, that'd probably help us out a lot." And you hear all this going down between Triggs and Jack.
Alright. I'm talking to myself. Softly. Okay. Got invited. We're gonna go. Marianne, you're gonna go. You're gonna meet new people. You got this. He was kind of cute. You're gonna continue. Okay. Got it. I call it a little bit louder. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna head back to my room. I wanna just, take a shower and get the hospital off of me. See you guys later. I wave and I turn around and I start walking to the stairs.
Are you walking in the direction of Jack or opposite direction?
I'm walking in the directions of the stairs that we have to take up. I don't know where that is in relation to Jack.
There's two staircases. Either you could leave the door and hit a left, which is roughly where Jack and Triggs, or you could hit a right, and that is going in the opposite direction, but you will also find a staircase.
I'm gonna go in the direction of Jack and Triggs. I'm gonna take the familiar staircase and go in the direction of Jack and Triggs. I'm gonna start walking up.
Triggs gets a little silent as he sees you walking past. He looks at you and he whispers towards Jack. "Jack, I know we're all roommates and stuff, but we should invite her, right? It's an invite only thing. I don't want to be bringing too many people with me, but I don't know. I feel like we should try to get all of us there, right? I don't know if Zara would be down to go to a party, but Marianne, you think so?"
I'm like clenching my jaw a little bit, trying to like hide any feelings of agitation I had from earlier, and I look at her and I look at him,
Roll a
and
deception check.
Okay. 16. Um, as I do, I just go, um, I try to like fake something. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's a great way for all of us to bond some more, right? I don't see
Exactly
why
what I
not.
was talking about, Jack. Exactly. We can bond as roommates. We can have fun. Maybe we find
Right.
somebody to help you with your prophecies, with your visions, you know? Come on now. What's a little good time? You seemed excited after losing. Why can't we feel excited after taking the small win of, being invited to an invite only party? That's what I'm talking about, Jack.
Right. Right.
So yay or nay? Oh, Marianne, yes? I could go I could run over there and tell her right now. But
Uh,
I'm gonna make sure
be
with
my
you
guest.
we're good. Okay, okay. As he just runs away. He runs and tries to catch up to you, Marianne.
Hey, what? Turn around, Cedric.
You see like this big, like boyish smile on his face. And he's like flexes one arm, then flexes his other arm, and he's like, looks like these bad boys got us into the next party. I'm just saying. We gotta I know you are all about impressions and all this. Uh, uh, I was telling Jack he's down to go party. Haven't told Zara. I don't even know if I should tell Zara. It's an invite only party. Um, I could get us invited. That's all I'm saying. Uh, are you
Oh,
down?
um, so I already got invited. I was speaking to Tuck. I don't know if you met him, but he
Who
did
talk?
some
No.
telecommunication thing and invited me.
God,
Um,
why is everybody speaking to you in your damn head? Huh?
that's a very good question. I kind of don't prefer it. Anyways, that's why I was gonna go up and get ready. I was told it was invite only though. You got invited?
He looks at you in almost like disbelief, like of like what you're implying. Yeah, why wouldn't I get invited? I,
No,
I,
I'm sorry. I thought like maybe Tuck was the one throwing it. Do you know who's actually throwing the party then?
no, I got invited by Jocelyn. I, I don't know. All I know is that we have to be able to sneak. We can't be rumbling and tumbling around. It starts at 11, past curfew. We're supposed to all be in bed, and it's not on our floor. That's the thing. So we have to be able to whatever sentries or whatever they have set up. All I know is we got to just sneak, get to the spot, and we can have a blast. It's noise proof, sound proof, whatever. For someone that got invited, you didn't know they didn't tell you how to get there?
No, but I probably wasn't the smartest about this actually. I didn't go back to Tuck and ask. I'm a little thrown off. I'm sorry. Okay. Um, hand to my head. I'm scratching my eyebrow. All right. So, do you know what time we're supposed to be showing up to this?
It's okay. You got the tricks, baby. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. You, me, Jack. I'm not telling Czar, please. If we let's just start the sneaking. Hopefully he goes to sleep before 11. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I don't he seems a little too insecure to be, affiliated with me. And also he I don't know, he seems devastated about that death. I don't want to bring the doom and gloom to the party. It's supposed to be some craziness. I heard some good old fashioned party.
Okay. Listen, I don't agree with excluding him, but I will have to say he is going through something. Honestly, I feel a little guilty for not being there tonight and maybe seeing if he's okay. Ugh,
We
maybe
could
I
be there
shouldn't go.
before. No, no, no. We're going. We're going. We have to make a name for ourselves. We're already last place. We already lost the first assignment. At least let's try to make up for it with the cool factor. I'm be mysterious or some shit like that. Just we got to do this. We have to make a good impression. We already took 2 L's. Why not make a secret W? If people could start liking us and Zar doesn't know the reason why, at least they'll start liking us once he gets out of that slump that he's in. We can be there for him before curfew, and then once he goes to sleep, we just go. We have to go.
Fine, fine, you convinced me. Alright, alright. So, Jack's coming, you're going, I'm going, Zara is staying. Not his option, but he's staying. Alright. I'm still gonna head up and go to the dorms. I need to start to get ready. Let's see, let's see. I guess we'll meet out in like 2 hours or something? What time is it right now?
It's a good question. As he like peeks his head back into like the hallway. 7. I mean, we don't have to be ready until 11 is when the party starts. Should we go early? I don't know if we should go early. I don't want to seem too eager. Just go get
Only
ready.
4 hours? Wait, hold up, hold up. I gotta go up. I gotta get ready. 4 hours is not enough time.
Yeah,
We are
go get
not.
ready. I don't want to go too early because then they're gonna be thinking, oh, they have nothing else to do. We have to make the right impression. Um, I'll think about it. Let's just meet at the dorm. Whenever you're ready, get ready and just go to the dorm, okay? I'm gonna go back. Jack was I don't maybe the doom and gloom from Czar rubbed off on him, but I gotta get his mind out of this tentacle creature thing. I don't know. Because if he brings it down and he's associated with, I can't have that. Go
Listen,
get ready.
Triggs, you are making a little bit too much out of this. Take a deep breath, calm down. I'm gonna go get ready. You go grab Jack. We're gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. But you're right. We should show up just like a little bit later. So why don't we actually meet up at 11 and see if you can actually talk to the girls again, and find out a little more information. If they might know who's patrolling the halls or anything like that. We gotta be a little bit more on high alert. I'm not trying to get in trouble after placing last.
You see his slightly like sweaty skin. Like he's like glistening. It's not really like he's damp or whatever, but you see like he's glistening, and where the light is, you just see it bounce off him slightly as he smiles and 2 little dimples show. He just gives you finger guns, and he's just like, got it. Triggs is going to talk to some girls, and he just like starts slightly moonwalking back as he gives you finger guns, spins around, and he just starts walking confidently back to the cafeteria. Jack, you see him walk past you, like he's almost in like a dance like swing step as he's just walking right past you. Gives you 2 finger guns as well as he walks into the cafeteria.
I just look at him, and I just try to put on a fake smile and nod at him. Just, you know, avoid any interaction at this point. Take a deep breath and just honestly, I think I'm gonna look for Zar.
Roll me a perception check.
17.
17. Without a doubt, Czar is just sitting down and he's talking to somebody. With the 17, you see that he is talking to Doree as he has his head down, and she seems genuinely interested in what he has to say. He seems devastated by what he's talking about.
Just kind of be where I am, but just a little curious. I'm just watching, like, from the side, you know. Just I'm just gonna stay like that until he's finished, and just ponder to myself in that meantime.
They talk for a long while, and you're just watching them speak as Tuck. Well, you wouldn't know him by name, but this guy comes over. Half his face is like burnt and scarred. The other half is extremely handsome, as he almost like floats over to you, so graceful. And he just says, "You must be Marianne's roommate."
Uh, yeah, yeah, I am. Who are you, by chance? Seem to know her.
Yeah, you could call me Tuck.
Tuck, nice to meet you. I'm Jack.
Jack, nice to meet you. I heard the bad news. You guys lost. I mean, so did we. We came in last from the, the staircase thing as well. So, all I'm saying is we should have an alliance. Let's try to back each other up to try to go somewhere. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I get you. I think that's a good idea. That's definitely probably safer for all of our friends, anyways, you know, since, you know, the school is a bit more dangerous than you could kind of predict sometimes.
I agree. So, hmm, to make a long conversation short, I'm just implying we make a tiny pact. If we if there's some mass assignment that everybody has to partake in, we try to help each other out a little. Not try to overcome one another, but try to work as a team. Your little roommates and my roommates.
Um, I kind of flinch a little at the word pact, and I just kind of ask, I'm assuming I know the answers to this, but just to ask us, I'm assuming this is a kind of us giving each other a word of faith kind of thing, right? Nothing more.
The eyes you a little. Yeah. I mean, I keep my word, so I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any inherent problem with that. After all, you know, the more the merrier, right? As long
What
as
are
all
you
of
talking
us
about?
make it by. I'm willing. I'm willing. I give you my word.
Thank you, thank you. I don't know. Have you heard of something going on tonight?
Uh,
Cause he's just eyeing you, like trying to get like an answer from your face.
yeah, I've heard about a gathering of some sort, but uh, when I was catching anything about it, I was kind of focused on something else, you know. Not too
Hmm.
familiar with any details.
Okay. I guess they decided you're good. Um. Yeah. The party tonight. I hope I see you there. I'm planning to dress slightly fancier. I don't know if you would like to. Um, what's your aesthetic, man? I don't. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to read the outfit. Can you give like? Is he just like looking you up and down?
Oh yeah. Uh, I mean, I know this isn't the best outfit because as I kind of like look down, I have like this sort of like just like this red and not, or rather more specifically maroon and black, like patchwork vest and a black long sleeve underneath, followed with pants that seemingly are also patchworked, but you can't entirely tell because any difference in color is far too subtle. And sort of boots that rise up halfway up my shin. And I just look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I like, this is kind of casual for me, but I like a more. So I like to, if I had to dress fancy, I like to dress, I like to get a nice little semblance of maybe some sort of suit. That's my thing, but I've never had a reason to look super fancy, so.
I mean, yeah. To each his own, I suppose. Um. Let's try to keep your group out of trouble. It's yeah. As you see, like he's getting lost in his thoughts as he's trying to like find the right words. Here, on my word to prove my good faith, here's a gift. He hands you this small little horn that can fit inside the palm of your hand, and it's open on one end.
Oh, it's what's this horn for?
You can. So basically, you blow into it, and only one person can hear it. The person of your choice or whatever. They just have to be within 600 feet. Uh, you use it a couple times a day. I'm giving this to you in case you need my help in anything. You can. This would be like almost like an alarm or something to like sounding a bell, I suppose, to get my attention if you need help.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Sounds very, very useful for that. I wish I had
Like I
something
said,
for you.
in good faith. If you help me and we both graduate, that would be plentiful enough. But this is to show my good faith. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
As he looks at you, nods his head a little, and then he turns slowly. Jack, it was nice meeting you, as he just walks away.
Uh, I try to stop him real quick. Tuck. By the way, just for that, invitation. Where exactly? Just so I don't get lost.
Um, okay, so once you sneak out of your dorm, what I heard is walk all the way down the hall to the staircase next to the gymnasium, and we have to, being this high up, kinda sucks for this, but we have to walk 70 something floors all the way down into the basement, and the party's in the basement, so avoid anything that's on the stairs. And once you make it to the basement, I heard it should be basically y'all run to home stretch, I guess. The hard part is the hallways and the whole staircase thing, especially going down 70 something floors. You got that?
I did.
Mm.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
He starts walking away. Oh, I almost forgot. Basement door is going to be closed. Knock on it 3 times and just say pineapples, okay?
Okay, knock 3 times and say pineapple. Gotcha.
I guess there's going to be somebody manning the door. So don't forget that. And he just starts. Hope to see you there, Jack. And he just walked away.
I kind of start walking in the other direction. At this point, honestly, probably not with the intent, but slowly towards the dorm room, and I'm touching the the voided streak that runs down the left side of my face, and I'm just contemplating just if that has anything to do with the visions, but first and foremost, I start to think, just in case, I want to try to beat the others to the dorm and get myself prepared, because I'm not the biggest fan of this party, especially with how on edge I am about things. So I'm trying to make sure that the others don't get themselves into something they can't get out of.
Okay. So, you start leaving the cafeteria. You see as Zar is just constantly talking with. He is talking to Dari. That being said, Priggs is out there having a blast talking to random people, trying to boast, you suppose, and you walk out. You go towards the dorm. I would like both of you to explain how you get ready for this party.
All right. Marianne first looks at herself in the mirror in the bathroom for the girls. And she's speaking to herself. All right. Let's see if finally we can do something about this hair. Okay. Look next to me at my toiletries. I grab my brush. Start trying to brush my hair through. Not really going through. I'm doing it. And the surrounding of me, broken pieces of hair are everywhere, but the rough brushing is going through. I'm done, and I look at myself in the mirror. Alright, here's Poofy. Not what we were looking for. Let's see if I can do something about this. I'm thinking. Alright, we're gonna move on to clothes. I walk back into my dorm, and I open the suitcase that I brought with me with all of my clothes, and I look through. Something, thinking to myself, that is stylish, but not too much. Something that looks cool, but not too cool. Alright, here it is. Pull out a pair of loose cotton pants, black, trouser-like, but still casual, and a black leather top, long sleeve. I put on both and I look in the mirror. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Not the best, but not bad. I sit down on my bed and I looking at this time, I see that it's only 8:30. All right, I got some time to kill. The guys don't seem to be back yet. I don't really hear anything. I'll start to. Oh, I know. I'll start to read our textbooks, get a little bit ahead. I lie down in my bed. I pull out a book, and I start reading.
Ariane, roll me a wisdom save. Take 2 psychic damage. As you start reading, you're looking down at the pages. You are ready. The roommates nowhere to be found at all. And you start reading. Your mind is racing, going through the thoughts of the people you met today. The words, as you start to like focus back on the book, they don't seem like words you know. And as you start trying to pronounce them, you feel and you hear a dark echo somewhere within your head start going and trying to pronounce these words. And you hear something across the room towards the mirror. And as you glance up at it, you see what seems to be an older, tattered, beaten, basically more roughed up version of you. Mouth open as if she saw something. And the mirror cracks as you wake back up into the book just being there. Words normal, perfectly fine. Everything around you is perfectly fine as Briggs basically just prances into the room. Oh, looking good. Yeah, I mean, everything okay? You look worried.
Put the book down. I'm gonna I need to take a walk. I push past Triggs. I walk outside the dorm. I'm sweating. I'm breaking into a sweat. I feel like I'm going crazy. First, words playing in my head from other people. Now this. Walk into the common room. And I look around. I don't see anybody there, and I sit down. Alright. Can't believe that's not possible. No. I'm just tired. I must have gotten a concussion. They must have not seen that I've gotten a concussion. I mean, I was hitting my head how many times? No. That's. Wait. I sit up straight. Did the mirror actually fucking break? I get up and I storm right back into the dorm and I look at the mirror.
Roll a
And it's
dexterity
broken.
save. You nimbly dodge out the way as once you start storming back out the common room, back to your own dorm, Triggs is like running up and he's like, is this something I said? And you just walk right past him again. And he just
No!
like looks confused.
Triggs, that mirror, pointing to the mirror emphatically, is fucking broken. I'm looking at him, trying to see if he understands what I am saying.
So what? We'll get the homeroom teacher to change it.
No,
Or I'll just
no,
use some magic. I don't know.
you don't understand. I grab him by the shoulders.
Oh.
I know
Oh.
that I look like a crazy person, but I'm trying to get someone to understand me now. Triggs, that mirror is broken. Seems like that's the only sentence that I know how to say right now. I'm in shock.
Yeah. I know. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Just worry about the party. Don't tell me Jack is getting into your head. Uh,
Jack, Jack. I look around. Where's Jack? Do you speak to him? Is he coming out?
last I saw, he was by the cafeteria, but that was like an hour or two ago. I don't know. I went to go get ready.
Fine, fine. How long until we have to leave?
Well, it looks like curfew's about to hit soon, so everybody's gonna be escorted to their room no matter what. Um, it's almost 10, so I will say I don't want to be early, so let's just give it like a calm 2.5 hours after curfew. Let's get there
Two and
around
a
like
half hours.
12:30. I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. That's enough time. That's enough time.
Yeah,
I'm
we're all gonna be here from 10 to 12:30. Jack is gonna be here. Hopefully, we can calm down Czar enough so he could go to sleep. And if not, we sneak out and just tell him we're gonna run some errands or something if he's not asleep by 12:30. I don't know. I have this. I don't know what your plan is to go and sneak around. But as he's waving around the little like vial of ash, uh, if you're planning just to sneak, good luck to you. I know I can't miss this.
Can you I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you tell me where exactly we're supposed to end up at? I didn't have a time to talk about this.
Where? Mm, Jocelyn said we are supposed to go down to the basement.
Basement. Okay.
Yeah, so we go towards the gym. We take that staircase, all sneaking, by the way. I don't. She said the hallway should be, is probably going to be having guards or sentries or something walking around. She heard things go walking last night. We just go down the stairs, all 70. Oh, damn. I don't want to be sweating going. We gotta walk all 70 something staircases down and end up at the basement.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I think I'm just going to disguise myself as one of the teachers and go down into the basement. Save myself the trouble.
Yeah.
All right, let me
Oh,
go.
oh, oh. Also,
What?
before I forget, if we split up or whatever, she also mentioned something like knock a couple times. Say, uh, what is that? Knock a couple times and then you say, I think a fruit. Something like
Did,
that. Something like that.
did you forget what you were supposed to say? This is invite only.
You see, as he's like curses under his breath, and he's don't
All
worry,
right.
we'll get this. We'll get this. I don't know. She was distracting. Um,
All right, Triggs. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna figure it out. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. I push past him and I'm walking outside the dorm. I'm looking at the scream students who are coming back into the common room, trying to find Jack. Do I see him coming up into the dorm?
yeah, you would.
Okay. Jack, hey,
Hmm? What's up?
can I just come with me? Can you come with me for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I'm walking off. I'm leading him right outside the dorms to the left. We're by the wall staring to the entrance. I I saw something in the mirror in our dorm room. I don't know. I was looking at myself, but it wasn't me. It looked like I had gone through battle. It shortly after that, the mirror broke.
Hmm.
I don't know what this is, but that was not my reflection. I think I felt her or me, or I'm not entirely sure what is going on, but it felt like more real than a vision.
Hmm. So I start kind of like rubbing the the black orbital region of my left eye, and I'm like, so you saw like you, but as if you just went through hell or something, and the mirror just shattered.
Yes, exactly. No, that's exactly what I saw. I didn't see anything else really through the mirror, but I looked haggard. I could have almost felt it. I was in pain. I felt something.
Hmm. So you
Briggs?
saw something and you
Briggs?
felt
Yeah,
something.
yes. It seems like though when I first, this is gonna sound crazy, and I'm sorry, but I need to get this out. When I first saw you, I felt like I knew you. Same way it felt like when I saw Janine for the first time. Janine, though, scared me. I know there's nothing scary about her. I know that that's very silly for me to say. I get it. I got it. But now I'm realizing what I felt, and it was about the same thing that my reflection seemed to have felt, if that makes any sense.
So okay. So when you were acting like you never felt some sort of familiarity when I was asking, that was a lie, and you do have that experience.
Well, not like a vision. If I wasn't lying, and not like a vision. I did not have what you have, but I've read that people like you have that sense open. I don't have that open. So you having a vision just makes sense, but I don't know what was going on in the mirror. And honestly, I put my hand to my head. I feel a headache coming on, and I'm not feeling well. And fucking Triggs is talking to me about the party, and I can't fucking think about the party right now. I'm a little bit overwhelmed.
Uh, I understand. That's what I was trying to convey. It might be expected that someone who might have, as I kind of like circle my hands, like pointing at my face, like who looks like this to have visions, but I was trying to tell you guys it wasn't the same. They always followed a theme. What I saw did not follow the theme.
No, I believe you. I don't think Triggs and Czar are experiencing the same thing. Or they're at least not telling us. I know Triggs seems like a bit of an airhead. I mean, I know that he's nice and all that, but he's really not understanding anything aside from talking to girls. So I'm not really relying on him too much. But I haven't had a chance to talk to Czar.
That's true. I saw him talking to Doree uh after you and Triggs kind of went off, and they were talking for a while. Um, so I will admit I was curious to see if him talking to her for so long, you know, jogged any feeling for him. But uh, that's that's why I've been having a hard time not being pissed off at Triggs. That to prioritize a party over something that's obviously not normal is kind of insane to me. But you know,
Well, we haven't spoken to any people really outside of her and our dorm mates. Triggs might not have a wrong idea. we should probably mingle, quote unquote, so that we can get to know a little bit more. I don't think that we're the only people. There's some sort of, and correct me if I'm wrong if you're not feeling the same, but this is almost like a deja vu. I'm turning my head all around. I'm taking in the surroundings right now. I feel like I've been here, and I feel like I've seen the corridors, the stairs, the dorms. Nothing really is surprising me.
It's fair. I I definitely have had my bouts of deja vu, but it I feel like you're kind of just confirming it for me because, like I said, I kind of experience other things, so it's kind of hard to differentiate.
Alright.
Uh,
Listen,
yeah.
okay. So you believe me when I tell you about the mirror and me seeing this other type of myself and the mirror breaking, right?
I do.
Okay. And I believe you when you're telling me about your visions. It does not seem like Triggs and Czar are experiencing what we're experiencing, and getting to survival mode, Jack, I think we should be keeping these things to ourselves for now until we meet someone who we, I guess, think. I'm not entirely sure how we vet this, but I don't want people thinking that we've gone crazy, especially after our first assignment. We all got kind of beat the fuck up, and I don't want anybody casting doubt on our abilities nor our thinking or anything like that.
That's fair. I I understand. I so all this is gonna tie back to seeing this party through. I'm gonna assume as well, right?
I
Mingle,
mean,
make a name,
listen,
figure it out.
I really hope so. I hope that whatever is going on with us is gonna go away. You know what? Maybe a couple drinks will help with that. Elbow Jack in a jokingly way. Listen, I don't know about you, but now I'm drained. Um Spoke to Triggs in the dorm room. He said we have like an hour or so left until we need to
Mm.
sneak out. Um I stupidly enough did not ask Tuck some more information about the party. Triggs told me something about going down into the basement. Uh, you
Yeah.
know anything more?
Staircase towards the gymnasium, head down to the basement, knock 3 times, say pineapple.
Pineapple. Great. Great.
Yeah.
Pineapple. Okay. Our Smarty Pants Triggs forgot the name of the fruit. I'm thinking
Doesn't
about
surprise
just
me.
yeah, yeah. We have a pretty stellar dorm room, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I the man that man in particular fascinates me. Um but on the topic of this party, um I considering the position that we're in, first I'm surprised, with how hard the hit um that we received from losing was on Triggs. I'm surprised he's willing to have our names sullied more with the school or risk it. Um so I I'm gonna uh run ahead of you guys and just make sure certain individual doesn't put anything at risk for us. I don't
So
think we have to
that
worry.
sounds like a good idea, actually. If you can go ahead and scout out, but not too far enough that you can still send me a message in my head, which I'm not entirely sure what that's called, but it's gonna come in handy for this. Um,
Um Hmm. It's
You
all the way in
scout
the
out.
basement though. So
Well, we'll
unless
be
you're
a
by
few
the
feet behind.
basement.
No. We'll be a few feet behind you. I think what I
Okay.
don't know how Drake's trying to sneak around, but like I'll ask him. I'm thinking about disguising myself as our homeroom teacher. I can just cast a spell over myself and disguise my appearance. It's
Mm.
not too much. I think we're around the same height, so it's not going to be too
Yeah.
much of a problem. So if we get into any trouble, I can kind of come out and navigate it for us.
That makes sense. I mean, truthfully, I was thinking of getting in there alone because I can, I can shroud myself pretty well, but it needs certain conditions to be met. So if we go with that, we just kind of got to be quick because despite my ability to, you know, shroud myself, I'm not the most nimble at the same time.
All
I'm all
right, I
right,
got you.
but
I got you. I got you. Okay, so you do you. You do you. How about that? And fuck,
okay.
I don't know
Uh,
how Triggs is thinking about getting through. Um, I guess I'll see. I would rather him not tag along to me either. But who knows? This party is important, and I know for a fact I'm getting in.
well, much as I'd love to dissuade you guys, I know I won't be able to. So in that case, I'll just do my best to keep an eye out, and hopefully, if nothing else, we can meet more people. But since I'm gonna keep an eye on Triggs, especially, I might leave that to you and him a bit more.
Well, if you feel anything, God, I can't believe I'm saying this. It sounds so fucking stupid. If you feel anything off of anyone, send me a message so I can speak to them too. Because it seems like, as of right now, we're the only two people who are getting these types of side effects. And I don't know about you, but I would like for this to go away so that we can focus on moving up in the ring.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll I'll see what comes out from anyone, and hopefully I can relay that to you without someone being infatuated with fucking elves.
Well, let's head back to that someone now. Let's not get caught before the party. Start walking back into the door.
I'll just follow close behind.
You see, as you start walking, there is an automaton that is very tall and lanky, and it's walking behind you like it's watching all the final kids go into their dorms.
What is that? Okay.
Wow, that's not scary at all.
How do you think that that's gonna be around? Okay. I walk up to it, trying to see how this works and if it really, like, if it's noticing my body movements, if it can recognize me as a student. Um, I'm moving around side to side around it.
You see its neck is just following you. Its head is turning swiftly, but it's turning its whole head. It's not moving eyes.
Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, nice to meet you. Walking back into my door.
You hear a bell start to ring from behind as the automaton starts ringing and starts saying, "Please head back to the dormitory. Please head back to the dormitory. Curfew is being enacted."
God damn, that's fucking annoying. Walk back into the dorm. Take a look around. See Triggs there. Walking up to Triggs. Hey, so how did you think you were gonna get to the party? By the way, what you need to say is pineapple.
Okay. Knock a few times, say pineapple. Keep your voice down. Zar is sitting on his bed over there. Um, yeah. Um, so one of the girls I was talking to, they gave me this dust. They called it what is it? Dust of like disappearance or something. Basically, it's going to turn me invisible. Short period of time, but I feel like I'm fast enough to go to I suppose here to the staircase and then staircase down and whatever a lot of time it gives me. How about
Right.
you? You said you were trying to disguise. Hope you thought of your costume as you go. Do you know how Jack is trying to go?
Jack is gonna do his own thing. Not entirely worried about him. Yeah, I think I'm gonna disguise myself as a homeroom teacher. Um, I haven't actually seen her today, now that I'm thinking about it. Let me go see if I can find her anywhere. I need to know what she's wearing. I run out of the door. Yeah, I'm running out of the door a little bit, and I slow down my pace as I realize I'm not really trying to get caught, but I'm trying to act like I'm not doing anything bad.
As soon as you walk out, the automaton is in the center of the hallway and turns to you. You hear a bell start ringing. Please return to your dorm. Curfew is
Hi.
being enacted.
Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to break curfew. I need to talk to my homeroom teacher. Do you know where
Please
she is?
return to your dorm as its eyes start to glow red.
Okay. I
Curfew
slowly back
is
away.
being enacted.
I am backing away.
It
Not
starts moving closer to you, slowly.
okay. Backing towards the door of the dormitory. Not losing contact with the automaton. And I've stepped into the threshold of the dormitory's common room.
And it is just looking at you. Just stop moving as soon as you cross the threshold, but it is just staring at you. No more sound is coming from it as it just stares blankly in your direction.
Do you think you can get me the homeroom professor, please? All right.
It just stares.
Doesn't seem like I can communicate with them. All right, Marianne, let's think. What could she possibly be wearing? Hmm. Thinking hard. I'm imagining a white blouse tucked into a long pencil skirt, small dress shoes, and the teacher's hair tied up in a tight bun. As I'm concentrating on that image, slowly but surely, my hair goes from bushy, translating to sleek, but being pulled up as almost invisible into a bun. And a slight tremor moves down to my neck, changing my leather top into a white blouse. And as it's going down towards my waist, my pants into a skirt, all the way until it gets to my toes, and I'm wearing my heeled dress shoes. As soon as I'm done with the shoes, I look down and I look around. Okay. Oh shit. My voice is the same. I always forget. I always forget. Okay, that's fine. I just won't talk to anybody. What's the time? What's the time? I'm looking around and I see a clock. It's like, all right, past 11, 11:30. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit more before I go out. Sit down on a common room couch. looking around a little bit anxiously.
Okay. As one by one, you see different people start wandering and using various methods to go into the hall. You hear as some get forced back by the robot, by this automaton, but only a few. You see some of them get sprayed and marked with an orange, almost as if it's like spray paint or some sort. It just marks them. Triggs comes out into the common room and he looks at you. Are you ready? Time to do this.
Wait, you could tell who I am? I stand up. Did I not change my face?
I mean, you told me you were going to look like this, and I don't see why the teacher would be here.
Alright, sorry. I'm a little bit on edge. Okay.
Yeah, have you seen Jack? I don't know if he went ahead without us.
I think he did. He told me he was soloing it. I turned to Triggs. I still don't understand how you think you're gonna get past.
I guess I'll race you to the bottom as he takes a couple steps back, opens this little container filled with dust. He throws it in the air, and he goes invisible. As you hear the footsteps as he books it out the door.
Oh, guess it's just me. I'm slowly but carefully stepping outside of the confines of the dormitory's common room. And I see the automaton on my left. I'm kind of frozen in place. Alright, Marianne. Just start walking towards the staircase. You are a professor. You are allowed to be outside. I'm walking towards the staircase.
Roll me a deception with advantage. Okay, with an 18. It looks at you. You see as its eyes go from a yellow to an orange to almost red, and then you hear the bell start ringing as you walk past, and it starts rushing in your direction as it catches a student that was very close to you, and it starts yelling at them to return to the dormitory as its hands reach up and try to forcefully grab the student and mark him. You walk past fine.
I let go of a big breath that didn't even know I had held. Alright. Guess I'm good enough to disguise myself and get past him. I start walking down the stairs, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, start of the semester did not turn out too well. Marianne, you got this. Whatever happened to you and Jack is probably just some weird, tired, concussed, whatever the fuck happened during the first assignment. You're good. Nothing's wrong. Mirrors can just break like that. You're fine. Walking down the steps, slowly, like, whispering to myself. And it seems that I'm getting deeper and deeper underground. I
Jack,
reached the basement.
can I have you roll a stealth check?
Yes. There's a motherfucking 15.
Okay. You successfully make it past the robot. This automaton does not see you as you sneak past it. And you head down. You head down these steps. You wanted to be ahead of Marianne, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Marianne, you lost track of where the footsteps were as Triggs just darted past and you haven't seen him since. Jack, you go up ahead first. What do you do as you reach the basement?
Um, I just kind of want to try to listen to see if, if it's extremely rowdy or not first.
You hear some soft beats, almost. It's. Well, one, they did say it was almost soundproof. The beats sound calm at the moment, as it seems this is a party and this is just the beginning of it. This is just to mingle at the moment. It's nothing too crazy, not too loud, but that is what you hear from outside.
Yeah. So I just take a deep breath. You know, from myself, I'm just thinking, I'm hoping that I was the first one to make it, and just hoping that I don't have to make the assumption that Triggs did something dumb. And I just go up to the door, and I knock 3 times first, and I just kind of give it a second to see if someone responds for me to say pineapple.
No response.
Alright. I just say pineapple, and just if that does anything.
The door flings open, but stops abruptly, and also it is extremely quiet. Some type of magic has been placed on the door. No one's there.
Hmm. All right. I just kind of waltz in then, and I try to first take note of who I can recognize that's already in the party.
It's a big party. It's good, maybe 25 students, maybe 30. You don't see anybody from your, well, you don't see any of your roommates there. You see Tuck is there. You see Janine. You see, surprisingly, Doree is there. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. That is.
You see Carly, the rogue that stabbed you a day or two ago. She's also at the party, still wearing a cloak of sorts, slightly fancier, as she's holding a cup of something. And now we go to Marianne. You reach the bottom of the staircase. You see the basement door, this big, heavy, thick wooden door that has this barricade that goes across from it, like reinforcements on the door. What do you do?
Walking towards the door, I get up, I knock 3 times, and I say pineapple.
The door swings right open. You see the party, slightly more escalated than what Jack has saw, but it is still pretty tame. No, there's some slight dancing, slight two-step conversation on the dance floor. It is a get together. It's a party just for people to mingle at this point. It is not that late in the night yet. It seems like it's just started. So people are still slowly trickling in. That being said, you enter. You see Triggs. You see Jack somewhere within the party as you quickly glance around. Roll the perception check. You look around. A small band of what seems to be goblins and a hobgoblin all are playing, and it's a live little show. What I will say is, as soon as you step in, the door closes, making sure nobody follows in who doesn't know the password. as you take a couple more steps in, and more people funnel in. Now the party is roughly around 40. Seems to only be your homeroom that has come. People are dancing. People are enjoying themselves. It's all around the lively moment. It's fun. Jack, what are you doing in here?
I would say, well, the first thing I even tried to do was make my way over to Duri,
Mhm.
and I just try to spark up conversation with her. Just be like, oh, I didn't even know you would be the type of person to be interested in parties.
Yeah. My roommates, I don't know. My roommates told me there was something, not a party. Yeah, I'm not feeling this.
Okay, that's fair. Uh, I just wanted to come by and say hi since I you know I appreciated you taking initiative earlier, conversate with me. So as I kind of look around, I want to look around for anything that's kind of elevated to where I can have a better view of everything going on. If I do see anything like that at all.
You do see the homeroom teacher walk in. Elegant, nice pulled back hair. She walks in, looking through the crowd, seeing around 40 students or so. As she walks closer and closer to the band, in the middle where they're playing. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. 7.
Yeah, you see the homeroom teacher walking. As you're looking for what? Elevation?
Yeah.
As you're heading there, you hear, thank you, students, for joining in assignment number 2. We will begin shortly. And that is where we're ending today's session.
No shot. I knew I should have stood in the damn room.
What the
No. Why'd I let myself fall for the peer pressure?